Okay, hello go-getters. I just hope you are doing good. So in this video, I just want to show you this kind of question whereby they will say, complete the table by putting ticks in the appropriate columns name. So what you have to do here, you must put ticks to the appropriate column name. You can't put the ticks without knowing this symbol. What do they mean? Do you understand? So here what you have to do, first you should know what does that Z stand for. Remember from my previous video, I told you these are a system of numbers, type of numbers. So that Z, it stands for integers. Do you see? These one are the integers, and Ni, that Ni, it stands for, oh sorry guys, from that video it was in I here, it was just N, it can be also N here, but what you should know, that N here, it stands for natural numbers. These one are the natural numbers, and these one are the whole numbers. These are the natural numbers. It can be Ni. Do you see? Then what about a Q? That Q, it stands for what? Yeah, it stands for real. Rational. Do you see? This one stands for rational, and this one I already told you. These one are the whole numbers, and these one are the irrational. Do you see? Once now you know the symbols, what do they stand for, it's easy for you to approach. Do you understand? Remember, integers are the numbers that start from negative infinity to positive infinity, and natural numbers are the numbers that start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until infinity. Rational are the numbers that can be written in fraction format. This one, they start from 0 until positive infinity. This one, you cannot write them as a fraction. Do you understand? So let's go, guys. So 0, it is included to the integers. Do you see? And 0, it is not included here. 0 cannot be a fraction, guys. Can you make 0 be a fraction? I don't think so. 0, it is a whole number because we start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 cannot be a fraction. Do you see? If 0 cannot be a fraction, it symbol says that it is the rational. Do you see? Easy. So what about -5? -5, it is the integer. And -5, it's not included from the natural number. Remember, natural numbers, they start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until positive infinity. And -5 can be written as a fraction. Like -5, it's -5. We got invisible 1 here. But that invisible 1 from the calculator cannot show you that invisible 1. Check something. Here's, I will put -5 and 1. Check, my answer will be just -5. Calculator doesn't show that invisible 1. But you should know this thing, you can write it like that. So its symbol says that this thing, it is the rational. But it is not a whole number, because whole numbers, they start from 0 until positive infinity. It is not in the rational. We can make it as a fraction. Do you see? What about this one? This one, can we do it as a fraction? Let me try to use my calculator. Yeah, this one we can make it as a fraction. It is a rational. Do you see? And also this one, this is a positive value. It means that it is also a natural number. It is also what? A whole number. And also it is also an integer. Remember, integers, they start from negative until positive. It means this thing is also positive. Do you see? And also here, natural number, they start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry guys. This thing, it can't be a natural number. Because this one, they start from 1. This thing, it's 0, 0,54. Do you see? It means this thing, it is less than 1. It does not start on 1. Do you see? So here, guys, I make a huge mistake here. It's not a natural number because it doesn't start above 1. It starts less than 1. Do you see? It must start above 1. The moment it starts from above 1, if it was 1, if it was something like this, 1,548, we can say again now, this thing, it is above 1, like 1 until on. Do you understand? Yeah. So this thing, can we make it as a fraction? Yeah, we can make it as a fraction. It means it is the rational. Do you see? It is the rational. And here, we start from 0, 0 until positive. Here, it cannot be a fraction. It can't be irrational. The moment it is the rational, it can't be irrational. Do you see, guys? What about for this one? This one, also this one, you can make it as a fraction. Do you see? It means if we can make it as a fraction, it is the rational, not irrational. Do you see? And this thing, it is positive. Remember, integers start from negative to positive. And what about for natural numbers? Remember, natural numbers, they start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this thing, it is above 1. We can say it is the natural number. And the whole numbers, they start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can tick it. So what about pi? So pi, guys, it is a constant number, this one. You cannot make it as a fraction. It means this one, it is a what? Irrational. You cannot make it as a fraction. You see? And also pi, guys, check how to press pi. To press pi, guys, check something. We say shift, and here's our pi there, and say pi. We already pressed the pi and say equal. Do you see what I get? If you can press SD, you will get the value for pi. Here's. So it simply says that the value of pi is this one. So you can tell that pi is positive. It starts from pi, it is on the positive side, you can say. Do you see? Then from the natural numbers, pi here, it's also here, but cannot be a fraction. It's also there. Do you see? This thing, it's easy, guys, if you know what does this thing stand for and their meaning. Then this one, it's already a fraction. And let's press it to check what value is this one. So this one, it's 0, something. It's 0, something. So this value, it is 0,6 something. Do you see? It's not above 1. The moment it's not above 1, it is less than 1. You can tell that it's this one. Do you see? Yeah, it is a natural number. Oh, here I was supposed to tick here. I tick on the wrong place. Yeah, I was supposed to tick here. Do you see? So this thing, it's a whole number because it is above 0. It starts from 0 until on this value. Do you see? So here you can't say it is a natural number. Remember, natural number, they must be above 1 until on. Do you understand? So here you can tell it is also an integer. Then what about the last one? All these values seems to be all their integers. So this one, you cannot make it as a fraction. Do you see? If you cannot make it as a fraction, it simply says that it is the what? It is the irrational. And also check something. This value, it is 4, something. So it simply says that it is a whole number, natural number, integer. Do you see, guys, how simple this thing it is? Unless you know all these things. Because you can't pass this thing without knowing. And just imagine now, let's say you're on a test. How many marks will you get for this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Maybe it will count 7. Or maybe it will depend from the marker. Maybe they count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Just imagine. Get 23 free. Guys, I will advise you to learn these things. Just try to understand them. It's easy to get marks here. You can't fail, guys, if you know all these kind of questions. Yeah. So here's it goes. Here's another question, guys. You can even try by yourself, but as long as I'm here to assist you. So just imagine if you can come across with this question from a test. It says that classify the following numbers by placing a tick in the correct column. By placing a tick in the correct column. So here you must place a tick in the correct column, but the problem is what? You can't place the tick without understanding these symbols. So what does this symbol stand for? Remember, when you see Q, you see rational. But the moment now it's have that thing, that one, it means that it is the irrational. It cannot be in a fraction format. The moment you see n, that n, it represents natural. Natural. Remember, guys, natural numbers are the numbers that start from 1 until upwards. All the numbers which are above 1. What about z? Z stands for integer. Numbers that start from negative to positive. What about Q? Q stands for rational. Rational are the numbers that you can make them as a fraction. What about NO? NO, guys, it is for whole numbers. The whole numbers are the numbers start from 0 until positive infinity. All the numbers which are bigger than 0. So let's go. So this number, you can tell it is bigger than 0. You can tell it is that one. Do you see? And also this number, it is also integer. Do you see, guys? And also this number, can we change it to the fraction format? Let me check. Can we change it to be a fraction format? Yeah, we can make it as a fraction. It means it is the rational. Because this number is less than 1, it cannot be a natural number. Because it is less than 1. What about square root of 16? So the square root of 16 is 4. Do you see? So here, 4, it is bigger than what? It is bigger than 1. You can tick here. And 4, it is bigger than 0. You can tick there. Do you see? And 4, guys, check. And 4, guys, you can make it as a what? As a fraction. 4. Where is it? Yeah, it is this one. And 4, it is integer because it is a positive value. The reason why I say that 4, the reason why I'm comparing to 4, because all of this thing, it is 4. Do you understand? And 4, you can make it as a fraction by putting invisible 1. Like here it's 4, just put invisible 1 there. Check. Just say 4 and say 1. Still you get 4. Even if you can press this thing and say 16 over 1. Still you will get 4. Do you see? I told you. Because of that invisible 1, you can make it this thing as a fraction. So here's a problem now. Tell me, is it this thing? Okay, yeah, tell me, is it this thing a what? A natural number, or is it a whole number? Which one is which one between those one? Because this thing, guys, it's less than 1. If here there was 1, you can say this thing, it is a what? It is a natural number. But now here it's not 1 here. It's 0, something. Do you understand? If it was 1, something, you can say it is a natural number. But because it is 0, something, it means it is the whole number. It starts from 0 until upwards. Here, this one, they start from 1 until upwards. So it means this thing, it is here. So what does those dots mean? What does those dots stand for? So guys, if you see a dot, like let me say 0, let's say 1, and here's a dot. That dot, it represents 0,1111111. Do you see? Then if you see 0,125 dot, that dot, it represents 0,12222 until 5. Do you see? That dot, it represents, we have 9 continuing. Do you understand? We have the repetition of 9. Something like this. We got 0,999999999 until 22. And we got 7. It's repeating, guys. You know, it doesn't end. It's just repeating until your calculator it ends. But this one of mine doesn't end, okay, guys. This one, it is the master of the calculator. Okay, so let's say equal. So all this thing, it's just 1. It's just 1. So tell me now, is it 1? Is it 1 a what? A natural number? Where is it? Where is this thing? Oh yeah, is it a rational number or is it irrational? Bona, this one, it's a hard question. Is it rational number or is it irrational? So let me tell you guys, 1, it is the what? Irrational. It is hard to understand this thing, but you should know now on. 1, it is irrational. It means that this thing, you cannot make it as a fraction, guys. 1, you cannot make it as a fraction. You can't say that you got 1 and you got invisible 1. What do you mean, bruh? Like, it doesn't make sense. Even though we know that you got invisible 1, but you can't say 1 over 1 because it's 1, you know. Yeah, 1 over 1, it's 1. There's nothing will change about it. And I'm sure about what I'm saying, you know. And you can go and do a research. That 1, it is the irrational. Then here, 1 cannot be rational. Do you understand? We cannot make 1 as a fraction, guys. Just know it. Even this thing, you cannot make it as a fraction. Unless you are a good liar. Yeah. So what about this thing, which is 1? Is it a natural number? This thing, because this thing, guys, it starts from 0, something. You can't say it is the natural number. And another thing, guys, I want to remind you, my calculator, it rounded off this thing. It rounded off. Because our calculator, if you can press this thing, you will get it the way it is. But for mine, because it got that big knowledge, it already rounded off. Do you understand? Yeah. But you should know, if you press this thing on your calculator, you'll get the same thing. Do you understand? Meaning that this thing is less than 1. You cannot say it is a natural number, but you can say it is the whole number because it is bigger than what? 0. And also it is the integer. Yeah. So all these numbers, guys, are just integers. All these numbers are just integers, as you can see. And this one, it is... this one, it is bigger than 0. You can say is that one. Do you see? Yeah, it is bigger than 0. And this number, can we make it as a fraction? Let me check. 0,5 is equal to shift and... Oh, sorry. So here it's 0,5. It's equal to... Yeah, you can make it as a fraction, this one. So you can make it as a fraction. Yeah. So is it a natural number? Because it is less than 0. Because it is less than 1, it's not a natural number. Do you see? It's not bigger than 1. But this one, you can tell it is a what? Natural number. Because it is bigger than 1, this one. Do you see? But this number, can we make it as a fraction? Let me check. Can we make it as a fraction? 0.315. And this number, it is a continuing number. I don't know what values to it continue, but they say it is a continuing number. It means that this number, it can be a fraction even though it is continuing. It simply says here they rounded off this number. They give us 3 decimals. Do you see? Yeah. So this number, you can make it as a fraction. It means that because we can make it as a fraction, it is the rational. Do you see? Yeah. And that one we cannot make it as this one we can make it as a fraction. It is the rational, not irrational. Do you see? I hope, guys, this thing you get it now. It's simple, this thing. Straightforward. So here's a problem. Learners, learners, they feel it's hard to press this thing on calculator. Most of them, they do mistakes here. Like, they like to press -5, or they start with fraction, and they say 1/4, and they put -5 here. This thing, guys, through God, this thing is wrong. Check. Do you see the answer that I got here? Do you see? So let me try something now. Do you see what I get? This is the answer that I got here. And I don't know where does this bracket came from. Or because my calculator, it's have a more knowledge, Yeah. Do you see what I get? So to press this thing, guys, we just say shift and say here's there and say, do you see? And say -5 and say here it's 1/4. Do you see now the answer that I got? It's no longer the same as the before. Look, the answer that I got before. It was this one. And look now. Do you see? These two things are not the same, guys. Know how to punch your calculator. So this thing, guys, it is in a fraction format. It's a rational in a fraction format. And also, this thing, guys, it is negative, meaning that it can be a rational. It's not positive. We cannot say it is a natural number. Remember, natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing, it's less than 1, this one. It's less than 1. This one, it is less than 0. It's not a whole number. Do you see? Yeah. Here it was straightforward. So what about for this one? Squared 7. So the squared 7 here, it is 2,65 something. Do you see? So this number, actually, it is bigger than 1. It is bigger than 1, you can say, is that one. And this one, it is bigger than 0, meaning that it is bigger than 0. This one, they start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see? Yeah. But this number, you cannot make it as a fraction. You see? Never. So it means that it is the irrational. Yeah. So, guys, this thing, man, is just straightforward question. Even me, like, I was lazy to do this video because I know these things are just easy, But most of the learners, they fail. Why they fail? Who knows? I don't know, Yeah. So, guys, please just study, work hard, to become a mathematician or to get those level 5, 6, 7. You don't get them easy. Even level 4. Yeah, as well as level 3. It's not easy to get level 3, I know. Even though I was passing with level 7. But I'm lying, guys. Okay, so this is the end of the video, guys. I just hope you did understand everything. And please comment if you feel like you didn't understand. I'll try to do more videos. Okay, all the best, guys.